Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast 5, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, Trigo, Sezzle, and Silk. All right, let's go to headline number 5, Chris. Lowe's announced something this week called Project Unlock. According to a company blog post, the idea behind Project Unlock is the ability to activate a powered product after it has been legitimately purchased, rendering a stolen tool inoperable and virtually worthless. I compared this to a gift card.
Yeah.
Like, you could steal all the Apple gift
describe
cards you want, but unless they go through the checkout and they're activated, they are worthless.
Yep.
Okay, so to make this work, though, in the manufacturing process, the manufacturer needs to embed a wireless RFID or radio frequency identity chip into a powered product. The tag is preloaded with that item's unique serial number, which is also embedded in the box's barcode, and the product is set to inoperable. So big lift there on the manufacturing side. At the store, a customer takes the product to the register, gets the barcode scanned, and pays just like they always do. And a point-of-sale RFID scanner then reads all tags in range, finds the tool with the correct serial number, and writes a unique secret key value that operates the tool for use. Only products that are legitimately purchased are activated, meaning if a power tool is stolen, it will not work, which of course makes it less valuable to steal. That was a hell of a read.
In theory, it was a hell of a read, but it's important to get through the
explain
details.
all of the details there, but a lot of meat, Chris. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, and for those listening and watching too, I think it's important to call out that I have drank a full cup of coffee since we started this podcast. So woohoo! Hey, hello.
It's gonna be a fun day.
But yeah, we're almost at the end. But all right, so I mean, my take is I love this idea. I messaged my buddy Reed Hayes, who's the director at the Loss Prevention Resource Council out at the University of Florida.
Yeah.
And I'm paraphrasing here, but he basically got me thinking that this is definitely something to keep an eye on. That it's cool. And the other reason I like it too is it expands the use cases of RFID, particularly at the register. We're seeing more and more use cases getting discovered with RFID. We just came back from NRF. I saw the application with order management systems. Manhattan's doing some cool things with it. You're starting to see a lot more applications with point of sale, like you did the Uniqlo video last year, like we saw Zara too. This takes it to that next level. And so it just brings back to me that RFID is a very important technology here going forward. And it's one that has just so much option value if you start to experiment with it and play with it. And kudos to Samantini, who I saw her getting interviewed about this on Fox News, who we interviewed at NRF, for highlighting this and taking the effort to do this. And she said, admittedly, it's an early stage project, but it's a project that could work. Now, do I think the villains, so to speak, will figure out how to beat it? Probably. Yes. But hey, at least makes it harder.
Well, I think that the biggest point, the only thing I'd add here is that I think in its simplest terms, this just makes another case for the overall investment in RFID. We have an interview coming up with Microsoft where they're talking about resilient retailers. And one of the things that David Leibowitz in that interview said is, it's about not doing more with less. It's just about doing more with what you already have. And I think that is, again, a reason for this RFID investment, now another use case to help with the prevention of theft, because the solution is not locking everything up.
That's the key point.
That cannot happen. I mean, I know that retail theft is a big issue, but that is not a store experience that anybody is going to want. It's not going to happen. So you have to start getting smarter about where you're making your investments and all the things like RFID in this case that can do.
And that's what Samantini said in her interview specifically. She said this was born out of customer experience, where that is a terrible customer experience. Putting everything under lock and key is terrible. We have to figure that out, which is a whole nother reason to love it. I'm glad you brought that up. It's awesome.